Hello and welcome back to Russ Plays Games. My name is Russ, and as you can see, we are going to be playing the SNES one more time. I know that usually I'd be playing Final Fantasy III, aka 6, for the Super Nintendo, but today I decided to do something a little bit different. And you can see where my cursor is sitting. We're going to be playing some Chrono Trigger. Now, this is going to be a let's replay, just like with Final Fantasy II. I realized a long time ago that I had played through most of this game, and then my computer took a dump and died on me. Which I don't know what the heck happened with that, and I've been trying to replay this game to get it back to where it was before. As you can see here, I was kind of in the process of getting to that point, but I decided, you know what, let's just start a new game, and we're just going to replay the whole freaking thing. And what most people don't realize about Chrono Trigger is that you have two modes. You have an active mode and a wait mode. This is active time battle. This is the same thing that you would face if you were playing Final Fantasy IV, Final Fantasy V, Final Fantasy VI, Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy VIII, Final Fantasy IX. Any one of those 6 Final Fantasies, you would have this active time battle system. Now, the thing about Chrono Trigger is you can see at the top it says Active Time Battle version 2. That means that you can have it on active or you can have it on wait. And if you have it on wait, the enemies will still attack you. They just won't attack you straight off. You have a little bit of time to kind of make your decisions and continue fighting. And that's what I like to do. Now, we're going to be using the default names. If you're playing along at home, you're welcome to come up with names you want. But know that I'm going to be using the original names. So, our hero is named Chrono. Or Chrono, however you want to say it. I don't care. We see a little festival going on there. Chrono. Chrono. Good morning, Chrono. Come on, sleepyhead, get up. Leeds Bell makes such beautiful music. You were so excited about the Millennial Fair that you didn't sleep well, did you? I want you to behave yourself today. Let's get moving now. What's really cool about this game is that you can actually interact with the environment. So you can actually close the windows and open the windows. This is actually probably one of the first instances of a game where a lot of this stuff was actually like... Finally. By the way, that inventor friend of yours. Oh, you know. Oh dear, I've forgotten her name. This is Luca. That's right, Luca. Don't forget that she invited you to see her new invention. Run along now and be back before dinner. Talk to her again. Oh, I almost forgot. Here's your allowance, dear. Have fun at the fair. You receive an extra 200 gold, which means you start with 600 gold. If you don't talk to her, you start with 400 gold. Okay? So, we're going to talk about the menu for a minute. Okay? In the menu, we have our different players. We will be able to have parties of 3. Okay? Right now, we only have Chrono. Now, what's important is, okay, you have you have the portrait. Okay. Then you have a little plaque that says lightning. That will become important in a little while. Then below that, you have his name, Chrono. You have your level, level 1. Then you have your equipment. You have your weapon, your helmet, your armor, and your accessory. We have a wood sword, a hide cap, a hide tunic, and a bandana. We can't select anything currently because, well, it doesn't really allow us to do much. Then below that, you have your attributes. You have power and speed. Speed is how fast you go in a battle. Power is how much is added to your weapon to create your hit. Okay? And then your evade. That's how much you evade. That's like how adept you are at evading things. Magic is your magic power. Stamina is how much you will gain every level. How many hit points you gain. And your magic defense is how adept you are at dodging magical attacks. Then we have experience and next. Experience is how much your total experience is. Next is what it is to your next level. So, and when we gain 20 experience points, we will gain a level. Next to that, on the lower left-hand corner, is the time. That's how long we've been playing the game, 5 minutes. Okay? And 600 gold. That's how much gold we have. This is our items. Okay? We have use move, which means we can move around and we can actually, like, you know... Yeah, we can actually, like move the cursor around even though there's nothing here. Okay. And then, if we hit organize, that would normally organize every single thing we have. Our techniques are basically our magical / physical attacks in the game that cost MP. Okay? We won't have magic right off. We have to go through an event to get magic. We will go through that event eventually, but not right now. Now, typically, if you have all 3 of your party members, you can see how many tech points you need to get, or skill points you need to get to the next tech. So right now, we need 5 skill points and we gain Cyclone. It's a level 1 tech. Okay, there's level 2 techs, which are dual techs, which are techs that require 2 people. Every single person in the game, with the exception of 1 party member that we will get way late in the game, has dual techs. Triple techs require all 3 people. Some triple techs can only be unlocked if you have a certain rock in your inventory. We will discuss those when we get to them. Okay. This is... these are things that you cannot change different ways. So basically, like, these only change certain things. So this is like stereo sound. You want stereo sound, you have that on. This is battle mode. If it's checked, it's active. If it's unchecked, it's on wait. If you want to have your cursor go back to where it was, so like if you were on, say, helmets, and you wanted to be able to come back in and do helmets, or I think, no, on the save menu, I think it's saves where you are on the actual save menu so that you don't accidentally, like, kill your own save. That's what that is. That's the save menu. The battle save the battle cursor, okay? Or no, sorry, save the menu cursor is on the menu. That's what it is. Save the battle cursor keeps your battle cursor where it was in the battle. So, for instance, if you had it on tech, when you start another battle, instead of being on fight, it will be on tech. And we'll get more into the battle once we get into battle. And then the tech and item cursor will save if you have this checked. I like to have this checked because I like to be able to just quickly go to where I was on my techs, because it makes the battles go that much quicker. Now, this is battle speed. Okay? The lower the number, the faster things go. Okay? Battle message speed, same thing. I just keep them on default because that's all that matters. Okay? This is window color. So this is the default color. It's just kind of a grayish stone look. You have this one, which is more of kind of almost like a granite look. There's this one, which is, I call classic Final Fantasy, because it's that blue sort of menu. This one, which is, I would call like bathroom or subway tile. This one I call grass, because it's essentially the same thing as the blue menu. As this one, it's just green instead of blue. There's this wooden frame, which I kind of like. There's this one, which is kind of a purplish gray. And then there's this one. I usually will choose 4 or 6. And we're going to go with 4, because that one's pretty cool. And when you want to save it, you have to hit A button. Okay? And that saves it for you. This one is the battle gauge. Okay? Gives you a couple different types of battle gauges, or you can have it off if you want. I usually keep it on. This gives you your control pad, okay? Which is, on the Super Nintendo, the default is A is your confirm, B is your cancel, X is your menu. Dashing is also used with the B button, okay? The map is either start or select, and then warp is Y, okay? And we won't be doing anything with warp until later. But warp also allows you to go, and then this is skill and item info is on. Warp will also allow you to do this, which is exchange. And I'll explain exchange when we get to it, okay? And then, of course, you have your save data, okay? So, now that we've kind of gone through all of the different things, we can talk to our mom again. She says, run along now, be back before dinner. Okay. Now, I promised you that we would go, and we're going to go kind of talk to a bunch of people. That Brad Lucas says she's made the discovery of a lifetime. I'm so happy I could scream. Well, good for you. Why don't you go ahead and scream? Okay. Here's the market. Visit our stall in Ling Square. She's going to explain what this place is. Hi, do you know about our establishment? Nope. This is the Mayor's Education Center. Think of it as a workshop for beginners. You can take things you find here. It's always nice. Brief weapons and items seminar. No. Well, we got our first item, a tonic. Scattered throughout the world are places where you can save your game. Save whenever you can, especially in unfamiliar or dangerous areas. That's just a replica. Record your journey whenever you find the real McCoy. You'll find more of them in riskier areas. Also, remember that you can log in anywhere on the world map. You know about shelters? They're quite useful, yes. I'll explain shelters when we get there. Essentially, shelters are like a tent or a cottage in Final Fantasy games. They essentially, like, heal your party up full. Okay? You don't actually see the shelter. They're just an inventory item. And when you do it, what it does is it just selects your party members, and then it will just refill all of your HP and MP back to full. No. We already kind of talked about skills. Want my advice? Sure! You've got potential. Learn a number of techniques as you progress. Techniques are magic attacks that also utilize your weapons. You'll acquire them with discipline. Yes, I know. Kind of explained that. Which you get in there. Thank you. There's the 100 gold, so now we're up to 700. Learn about damage in battle? Sure, why not? Some monsters have special attacks. Poison slowly decreases. Your attacks are weakened. Slow decreases or increases the time between attacks. Sleep lowers your guard. A good hit will wake you up again. Chaos confuses you into attacking allies. A little tough on friendships. Blind. You can't see too well. It's hard to hit enemies. Lock. Can't use any techniques. Stop. Immobilizes and disables you. In these situations, your guard is down and you'll sustain more damage. Use heal or wait until the battle ends to heal automatically. Would you like to hear more? Nah, that's fine. Hold down the L and R buttons to escape from battle. Know when to run, but you need to fight to grow strong. Now about the equip menu. Numbers next to a sword and shield indicate attack and defense power. The higher the number, the greater the power. M defense indicates your ability to block magic attacks. If it's 10, then magic damage will be reduced by 10%. A star after any characteristic means it's at maximum strength. I forgot to mention that. If you have... my magic defense is 2, so that means I have a 2% chance to block any incoming magic attack. So, essentially, the higher the number is, the easier it is for your character to do the things that you want them to do. Now, before we get going on to the fair, okay, there's one more place we're going to visit. Go to Zenan Bridge, and we're going to talk to some people. Opening the stall at the fairgrounds. Why don't you just drop by? Alright, everyone, let's have some fun! Going to the fair. Yeah, it's a festival, let's get crazy! Always wanted to go to a 1000th anniversary. Who doesn't? Alright. This is one of my favorite songs out of this whole thing. Funny. Always seemed to be something right here before. Okay. Unfortunately, we can't afford anything here just yet. We're not going to do much right now. Okay. Essentially, we'll have some gold later that we can spend. The snails stop. Some monsters coexist with humans, like that piano player. I've got the best jerky in town, but I'm saving it. I might let some go for, say, 9,900 gold. How about it? Hell no. Didn't think so. 400 years ago, a woman named Fiona died trying to save the great forest that once flourished to the north. How sad. Yes, very sad. Everyone's over at the festival. What fools! Play a sad one, Joe. Those are a couple of songs from the game. I want to go to the festival too. Grandpa and Grandma went to the 1000th anniversary in Truce. We're keeping an eye on things here. Aren't they special? Children are slipping away from us. It's so sad. The person I hate most, my dad, of course. Dad loves money more than he loves me. I run this town and I'm so rich I don't know what to do with it all. Give you 10 gold if you act like a chicken. Yes. Here you go, 10 gold. So yeah, you can only do it once, unfortunately. Everyone says Daddy's greedy. They're lying, right? Probably not. Oh, come on. Oh. There's a shelter. We can't do anything with these boxes just yet, but keep them in mind. Okay, keep them in mind. Be able to do something with them much later in the game. These are inns if you want to sleep and rest and recuperate. You can talk to those people and you can spend some money. This is like the bar. That was where the piano player guy was. we'll have some other things going on here pretty soon. Once we've had some events happen. Our friend Luca, she lives in this house. You can see it's kind of a mess. There's the kitchen. We go up this way. This is Luca's room. Luca's not here right now because...
Oh, hi, Chrono. Luke is off at Lean Square with her father, Tabin, unveiling her new invention.
Luca will be there later, before she joins our party. Here's the Truce Inn. Been to the fair yet? Nope. Well, get going then. You have to wait 1,000 years for another Millennial Fair. No thanks.
Why not take your bloody time? Rather serve you than go to the fair anyway.
Well, aren't you pessimistic? Sure. This is called Memories of Green. Remember the earthquake we just had? Yes. I'm having too many. Something's wrong. Hope the big one isn't coming. Oh, well, never mind. Okay, we've already been to the Mayor's Manor, so we don't need to go back there. That's a ferry, and for 10 gil, it'll take you to another town on the map. Here's the map for 1000 AD. You press select to access it, and you can kind of see where we are. Okay. If we go over here, you can see a big castle up to the north. And we'll go through this forest really fast. It doesn't take very long. It's fairly simple. This is a power tab. It ups your power by 1. Here's battle. So you have 3 commands. You have fight, tech, and items, or attack, tech, and items. We don't have any techs right now, and the only item we have is that we can use in battle is a potion or a tonic, so we can't really do much. We got another tonic. An open field lies ahead. Keep this in mind for later. And this is Guardia Castle. Can't let you through. Go check out the festival. Ooh. Hey! Throw me out, little punks. Alright, well. That's a critical. Okay. So, I just learned Cyclone. Okay, and I can spin cut, which is I essentially move around and I can hit a group of enemies as long as they're close enough in the circle. Okay, it centers on one enemy, and then I can hit multiple enemies in that circle as long as I do it right. And then I need 86 points, skill points, or tech points, to get the slash attack. Okay. So that's essentially how that works. Okay. So, I think... Let me see here. We'll do a quick snooze. Okay. And we'll do a quick save. Alrighty. Let's go to this Millennial Fair. Welcome to the Millennial Fair. Have fun. Okay, so let me explain some of the booths. This guy, I believe, sells items. Yes. He sells items. So there's tonics, heals, revives, which is basically like a Phoenix Down if you played Final Fantasy. And then a shelter. Yeah. Recovers your HP and MP. This guy sells items. So he sells a karate gi and a bronze helm. We're probably going to want to buy those before the event that's supposed to happens.
This is Lean Square. They say people who hear Lean's bell will have interesting and happy lives.
Well, good for them.
I heard Luca and her dad have made another crazy invention. Hope it doesn't blow up like all the others.
Okay. So, these guys are racing around this little track right here. Okay? So, they race around this little track. Okay? And they come all the way around back to here. And whoever wins, okay, you get some silver points if you guess who the winner is. Okay. So, if we talk to this guy, he says last time's winner is Green Ambler. Guess the winner? Sure. So, Steel Runner is the guy in the armor with the sword and the shield. Green Ambler is the dinosaur-looking dude. Cadillac is the cat, and G.I. Jogger is the soldier-looking dude with armor, no sword, no shield, no nothing. Okay? So I guessed Cadillac. So this is Steel Runner, Green Ambler, Cadillac, and G.I. Jogger. Okay? And generally speaking, usually when you get to about here, you can usually predict who's going to be the winner. Okay? That's great. I'll put 20 silver points on the card. Last round's winner, Cadillac. Guess the winner? Sure. We'll go Steel Runner this time. Don't know if it'll work. Sometimes it's kind of random. The computer just kind of picks one at random right as they start to win. And it's never the one you think it is. But I've kind of had a method for choosing a winner at least some of the time. Then I'll explain what I'm doing here in a second. Okay. That's great. I'll put 20 silver points on the card. Last round's winner, Steel Runner. Guess the winner? Sure. Green Ambler. Have you figured it out yet? Like I said, if it works, I'll explain it. Because it doesn't always work. But, generally speaking... Okay. Oh, nope, it's going to be G.I. Jogger. Green Ambler let me down. Somehow I knew he was. Well, he made a go of it, though, in that last stretch. GI Jogger. Guess the winner? No thanks. Okay, so generally speaking, I typically pick the last place runner in the race. So for instance, like last round's loser was Steel Runner. And GI Jogger's going to win again. And that's why I said it doesn't always work. It doesn't always work. But generally speaking, whoever's the last round, whoever comes in last, will generally almost always win. Now, that doesn't always happen. It's just sort of something that I like to do. Okay? So, like, for instance, Green Ambler came in last place. The nice thing about this is that you don't have to actually, like, do anything to win. Okay? And you don't get any penalties for losing. And so it's kind of a nice way to build up some quick silver points. Okay, if you need to, it's kind of a fun way to do it. Especially early on. It's not good if you're trying to build up steel points early. Or silver points early. Okay? So we guessed Green Ambler. So now we come over here. Nope, it's going to be Cadillac. Well, geez, Green Ambler, you just let me down, you little punk. So anyway, that's generally speaking what I do. Now, this guy right here is he just gives you like random advice every single time. He's hardly ever right. Sometimes he is. She's just telling you that they do that. Now, this is like a little bell game. This guy can explain it to you. Okay, so you walk up to the bell, essentially. You press the A button while facing the bell. You judge your distance carefully and then press the A button again. And what it does is, if you do it just right, okay, you will knock the bell, you will knock the little slider up into the bell. So essentially it goes like this. There we go. And once you kind of understand where it goes, it's pretty easy to just kind of get good at just doing it. And you just sit there and just knock them up. This kingdom's been through a lot, like the war against Magus 400 years ago. Thank goodness things are so peaceful now. Yes, thank goodness they are peaceful now. Be a shame if anything happened.
I heard this guy pays big bucks for charms, weapons, pendants, and other rarities.
Buy something from Melchior the swordsmith? Sure, why not? It's probably a good idea to buy an iron blade, just because it's a lot better than your wooden sword. I live on the continent to the east. Come see me sometime. Okay. We're going to put in the iron blade. It gives us a little bit of extra attack power.
What's the big deal? So what if we won a war against a wizard hundreds of years ago?
Now, this is the Tent of Horrors. This is what that one guy was talking about. I spent all my silver points at the Tent of Horrors. This is the renowned Tent of Horrors. Spend your 45 silver points here. Parental discretion advised. There's 3 games that you can play. One gives you a doppelganger, one gives you like some random items, and some other one gives you something else. I haven't ever played it, okay? But now if I walk up here, I'm actually going to like bump into this girl and like, yeah, it's an event.
Hey! Ouch, that hurt!
What was it that one little girl told us? If we hear Lean's bell, we're going to have we're going to lead interesting and happy lives.
I'm so sorry. Are you okay? Uh-oh, my pendant.
Now, if you talk to her, you have to talk to her. Before you do anything else, you talk to her. Don't go grab the pendant right away. That's important. Okay?
Oh no, don't tell me I lost it.
If you walk over and grab the pendant, something bad will happen later on.
Oh, thank goodness, my pendant. It has a lot of sentimental value. May I have it back?
Yes. Say yes. Do not keep the pendant. Don't.
I came to see the festival. You live in this town, don't you? I feel a little out of place here. Would you mind if I walked around with you for a while?
Sure.
You're a true gentleman. Oh, by the way, my name is
This is Marl. She actually has another name, but we won't discover that for a little while.
Marl. And you're Chrono? What a nice name. Pleased to meet you. Now lead on.
Okay, let's take a look at our newest party member, Marl. Okay, you can see that she has kind of a lower power. She is mainly a magic user. Okay, as evidenced by the fact that her magic is 8, whereas Chrono's magic is 5. Okay, she has a little bit more hit but less power. So she'll hit like really well, but she won't do much in terms of damage. Okay, speed is 8, evade is 8, so she'll actually go less than Chrono will. And then her stamina is 6, and her magic defense is 8. Okay, so you can kind of see. And because we fought those 2 battles, we're at 18 experience points, and she's still at 20. Okay. Now if we go talk to this gal.
Wow, where's my cat?
Okay. So if we come over here, there's her cat. Okay. Now if we walk down here, okay, you have to walk this cat back to that girl. Okay.
You brought back my cat, thank you. You're so sweet, Chrono.
Now, this is a soda guzzling contest. This is actually training for something that's going to happen later in the game. Okay? It's a soda guzzling contest. Press the A button as fast as you can. Ready, set, go. And if you can get all 8 cans, you can actually get some silver points from the dude.
Catchy rhythm. Use the X, Y, L, and R buttons to dance. Prehistoric dance. How enchanting. After pressing the B button and dashing here and there, I'm pooped, but this dance has rejuvenated me. La-di-da-di-da, got some spending money from the elder.
Jurassic rhythm. Okay. That just kind of goes to show that you can do that. I hate fair. Say, do you know the latest gossip? No. Just between us, I heard that the king is distressed over his tomboy of a daughter. Just once I would like to see how wild she really is. She's right there. They're still sitting up. Why don't you come back in a while? This guy can change 10 silver points for 50 gold. So we're not going to do that right now. You talk to this dude. He's just sitting down for his lunch. Now his lunch is this little bag right here. Whatever you do, don't eat it. Don't press A next to it, okay? You will eat his lunch, and it will be detrimental later on, okay? Keep going if you want to demo Luca's robot battle trainer. Collect silver points if you win. They call me Gato. I have metal joints. Beat me up and earn 15 silver points. I won't sing it.
I lost, you won. Here's 15 points. Now, wasn't that fun?
Okay. Alrighty. Actually, it wasn't really fun.
I get my buns kicked.
Let me see here. I need to talk to this dude. Buy 3 of those. Buy 5 of those. Okay. If we want to advance the plot, we can go north. We can go to the north end of the square, but I think what we will do is it's been a little over 40 minutes. I think we will go ahead and call this an episode. So, smash that like button, hit subscribe, drop a comment below, let me know what you think of this Let's Replay Chrono Trigger, and join me on the next one when we discover Luca's new invention. What is it, and what will it do for us? Find out next time on Let's Play Chrono Trigger. And as we say, we will see you on the next one.